welcome everyone. In today's video, we are going to see how we can build a data table without using the build data table activity. If you are looking for how we can build using the activity, then please refer to the video which is currently being flashed. So let's start with today's video. So in order to build it without a data table activity, we have to first create a data table variable. So for that, go into the variable section and create a data table. Say dt is the data table name and type we will specify as system data table. And then we can either set it as a default expression or we can specify in the assign activity. But now that we have created a data table variable, this data table is just a variable. It has not been initialized. We can initialize it in two ways, either by setting the default value or by using the assign activity. In order to set the default value, we have to write new data table. So this initializes with a blank data table which has no rows as well as no columns. It doesn't have the headers also. Another way is we can use the assign activity, and here we will write dt equals to new data table. So we can use either way. So let's remove the default value. Now let's see how this particular data table looks. So for that, let's use output data table to print the data table, and this one will pass dt, the variable, and this output will be stored in a string. And to print it, let's use the log message activity. And the log message activity, let's put the string variable which is out from the output data table activity. Now let's execute and see. Let's go to the output pane and see that nothing is printed because this data table is just empty with no columns and rows. So in order to add columns and rows, we can use two activities which are available: add data columns and add data rows. So this way we can create a data table and create the columns and rows dynamically at the runtime. Suppose we don't know what should be the column names and how many columns are present, then this method can be used. So now let's add the columns first. We have the add data table column. So let's bring in over here. In the add data table column properties section, we can see that either we can pass a data column or column name and data table. So if we are passing the column name, then the column is not required. So column name, what we will pass is, let's say we will pass first name, and we have to add this column first name to which data table? It will be dt data table. The type is this column holds which kind of values. The name is a string, so let's select string over here. We have the option to allow null values, auto increment, default value, max length, and make it as unique. So we can use all these properties in order to create our column. So we have successfully added the one of the columns. Now let's create another data column as id. So another column is id, and this has to be added to dt data column and table again. And here let's select the type as int. So now that we have added two data columns, our table has two columns now, first name and id, and it has 0 rows. Now let's see how we can add rows to our data table. So we have something add data row activity. Let's drag it inside and let's see what all inputs we have to provide. So in the input section, we can see it takes the data row, array row, data table. So Array row or data row, we have to pass either. No need to pass both, and it will not accept also if we pass both the things. So data row is like passing a data row variable, and array row is the array of objects, be it string or whatever. And data table is the data table to which we want to add this particular row. So let's put dt is the data table where we want to add the row, and let's pass the values using array row. So here arrays will be starting and ending with curly braces, and inside this we have to pass the column values for that particular row. So we have two columns, first name and id. So first name is a string, so let's pass a name over there, and then it's an integer, id is an integer, so let's pass 3 as the id and click ok. Now let's execute and see how this one looks. Let's go to the output pan, and perfect. We have the data table now created with columns first name and id, and one row with the first name and the id which we inserted using add data row. So this is how we can create a data table without using the build data table activity. This is most commonly used when we have to build a data table dynamically. We don't know what are the columns which we have to create and what are the rows we have to add data. So hope this video was helpful. Stay tuned for more such informative videos. Thank you. Happy learning.